Yeah, and I just upload it. I mean, it could be in person. To me, shit is easier in person. So.
Yeah, it always is. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. People, I've seen people do podcasts with their face on the camera.
Yeah. So, but episode 31, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Attack on Titan, and The Promised Neverland. Also, before we get started with these topics, video game news. I want to know, what the fuck is Sony doing? Because this shit is starting to become problematic. Like, at first, I was willing to let the PSN stores for PlayStation 2 and 3 and the Vita die, but now I'm just like, do I really want that? Because I never got around to playing Gravity Rush 2. So
yeah,
I don't know. But other than that, I don't know. But I just feel like I don't know. I feel like Sony is like.
You talking about that Young Year video, right? Cause I thought you were talking about that Last of Us.
I mean, that was in it. That was in it too. All of that was part of that.
Yeah.
I mean, the one you sent me was probably more so geared towards the morale of you know, Sony's companies, studios having to like work on quote unquote pointless shit, but I just feel like I don't know.
Nah, well, I didn't watch his whole video, but I see Sony's making a lot of like moves behind the scenes. And I forgot old dude did leave Sony quietly. Not, you know, that big announcement. That dude was
talking about Sean Layden. Yeah. Now that shit like that worries me, because he doesn't look like the type of guy that's just like, you know, I'm gonna run it into the ground and I'm gonna fucking disappear. Like, he looked like he was just an older version of us. I made it. I can influence shit. Let me make gaming better for the gamers. And then all of a sudden, no, nigga, you gotta fucking do it my way. Microtransactions, fucking AAA games. They're starting to become like EA, bro. Cause like, while I still need to go back and finish Days Gone 2, but hearing that sequel is no longer on the table hurt my soul.
Yeah, so I saw that, right? Like, so Days Gone 2 is not gonna be a thing.
I'm assuming it's not.
Cause I heard that the people who make Days Gone, I think it's Sony banned.
Yeah.
They said they went to Sony with a pitch for Days Gone 2, and they said Sony denied it.
Yeah, because, and this is the part where they come out like EA, all because it didn't do so well. Like, damn, if you want,
always worry me about that game.
And I just feel like if you want AAA titles that motherfuckers are gonna like eat the fuck up, give your goddamn studio enough time to polish their goddamn game.
Yeah, like people, Days Gone to me in a way like that wasn't. I was always scared that game was gonna sell that much because it just was never a big thing. The reason I think I had got it day one, week one or something like that. But the reason I got it is because
you like the way it looked.
Stuff like yeah, it was a Sony exclusive. I think it was kind of dry around that time. I was like, let me get Days Gone, and I liked it. They had some problems. Like I said, the frame rate was horrible.
Yeah.
Pop-ins all over the place. But I finished it and beat it. I enjoyed it. The story was kind of, I mean, I always felt like a sequel to that game would kill it.
Oh, man, what?
Everything was wrong with the first one. And put, you know, an upgrade to the second one, especially on the PS5. Like, I feel like it would have been a lot better. Okay, everybody already said Days Gone at 60 frames is way better.
Yeah.
Just because of that. That upgrade right there, 60 frames update. I'm like, I was always worried about the sales. I never heard about they was gonna sell it like that great. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna sell like a God of War or a Spider-Man. I mean, them two established titles.
Right.
Horizon sold enough for they to get a sequel. So I don't know. I wanted Days Gone 2 because Days Gone 1, the first one, man, it wasn't trash.
No, I like the mechanics of it. I like the mechanics of it, especially the melee felt like melee. I like the aspect of having to like build up your car, your bike or whatever, and then like a lot of those weapons were just holy shit, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it, bro. Like, so.
Yeah, that shit hurts your soul.
Yeah. Now, this Last of Us remake,
Yeah.
which has been. It's just supposed to be true.
I feel like this is more or less confirmed. I would love for this to be a goddamn. Yeah, me neither. And I like part of me is enticed by it just because part of me is enticed by it just because they said they're gonna, well no, just because they said it's gonna be in the Last of Us 2 graphical sense.
Yeah, I know it's gonna. Yeah.
So
that's what they're gonna make it look like. It's gonna look like that when they put it out. Yeah.
So that has me like intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, that part does, but I'm like, but why? You don't need to remake that game.
Yeah, you really don't. It hasn't been nearly long enough.
No, that came out 2013.
Yeah.
No. Then it was remastered for the PS4.
Right.
No.
Yeah, that's not needed. Because if it was remastered, there doesn't need to be a remake.
Right. You can play it right now on the PS4, PS. Like you can play it right now.
Right. So I mean,
so why would you make a remake?
And that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if this is a push to appeal to Western audiences, this ain't the way. This ain't how you get my attention. You know how you get my attention? Putting out a fucking sequel to Days Gone.
Yes, I'd rather see Days Gone 2 than The Last of Us remake.
Right.
I'd rather see Days Gone 2. That'll be a brand new game. Last of Us remake, it's just gonna be The Last of Us 1 looking like Last of Us Part 2.
Right. And that's not.
That's all it's gonna be.
And you know how else you get my attention? Put out a goddamn multiplayer for the shit.
Yes. And this might be the reason why the faction is taking so long, because Naughty Dog is
being told. Yeah, they're being told.
Yeah.
Right. Now, on the flip side of things, I'm terrified for CD Projekt Red because I heard that when they get ready to make the next Witcher game, it is going to be in tandem with the next like Cyberpunk game. I don't know if it's Cyberpunk multiplayer game or if it's just gonna be like a Cyberpunk sequel, but the fact that it's gonna be made in tandem, I feel like their studio already couldn't handle the monumental task of making this. They really probably shouldn't try to make anything else. So, I mean, we're just playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm not doing nothing strenuous.
Oh yeah.
So, did you ever finish that?
You mean on the 5?
Yeah. I mean, so you're still. Oh, so you're still playing through it?
I'm still playing through it. Cause I ain't been on my 5 like that, bro. Like part of me wants, and I think what's going on, I think part of me wants something new to play.
You do.
But I want something new made for the 5. I don't want to play.
Oh, you want that Ratchet and Clank.
That's the next game. I know I'm buying that day one. That's my next. That's definitely my next day one game.
Right.
Because it just looks great. But I think the other game coming out this month, what's that game called? Returnal?
Oh man,
that's a way to see because it looks straight.
But it might be. You know what it reminds me of? Control.
Yeah.
I have no idea why, but that game reminds me of Control.
See, that's something I couldn't be playing. You know what?
You gonna buy Control?
No, it came out. You know, it was free.
Oh yeah, I still fucking. You know what I said? The day that I told you I forgot, and I said, "Damn, I wish Sony would remind me to download the fucking PlayStation Game of the Month." Tell me why ever since that happened, PlayStation app has been fucking reminding me to download the fucking PlayStation Plus games.
Yeah, Days Gone is free this day. Nobody's even talking about that.
Because only you and I give a damn about that game.
That's what I feel.
And I hate it.
In the group for everybody that Days Gone is free this month.
Man, them folks gonna be like, "Why I don't give a shit."
Yeah, they don't give a damn about no Days Gone.
That's
and nobody even talking about Days Gone being free, which is trash. That game was not bad.
Right.
I'm not a bad game, but yeah. So I'm gonna download Control tonight, and I gotta play through that game because I really want to see how it is. And I want to play something new, but again, I'm in this weird stage where like I don't even turn my 5 because the game is kind of dry right now. Like honestly, it's dry.
And it's weird because we're about to be in summer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
So
saying.
if you like Control, I'ma hate you. Not because of you, but because I missed out on this game, and it's gonna make me want to buy this game, and I don't want to have to buy this game because I had the chance to get this bitch free, and for whatever reason, my brain just decided to say, nope, we're forgetting. So, but let me make sure. I'll be right back.
What you were saying though?
I wanted to make sure that that this door was locked. No, because I just remembered. Nah, I just remembered they went out the back door instead of the front door. So, but
yeah. No, but what you said about when I said game was dry?
I said if you play Control and you like, I'm gonna hate you. Because that means I gotta buy it, and I'm gonna hate you not because of you, but because this bitch was free, and I didn't buy it, or I didn't get it when I had the chance. And I don't know.
Yeah.
And I've never seen a game offered twice on PlayStation Plus.
No, it's not. I wonder how much it is right now. Let me go.
It better be fucking $20. I'm out here getting money on Grand Theft Auto. Oh man.
But yeah, but like I said, game is dry right now. And that's what podcasts listen to. That's what they're saying, the same thing. Like these new systems are out, but
right.
There's really no new games to play right now.
Nobody's thirsting for that shit.
Yeah, but I feel like every generation starts off like that though.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Systems come out. I believe games come out day one, but over the next couple of months, game is gonna be not gonna be nothing new.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely right. Games don't really come out. I mean, aside from the day one launch titles, there are no.
Only PlayStation had.
Yeah. Yo, somebody at work asked me that shit. They were like, "Oh man, I heard you play games, PlayStation or Xbox." I was like, "PlayStation, you weakling." They was like, "Oh man, you should have got an Xbox. Why? So I could have no games to fucking play on that bitch?" And they were like silent, and I was like, "Yeah, that's what the fuck I thought." So
exactly.
So
people try to convince somebody like, no, The only thing Xbox has that is kind of cool is Game Pass.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I'm hearing. Like Game Pass is cool.
And somebody said that too. They were like,
talking about something new. No.
Somebody was like, they can't wait to see what Microsoft's. I mean, not Microsoft. They can't wait to see what Sony's response is to Game Pass. And I was like, ooh.
Okay.
But I thought
too, right?
I thought the Sony collection was their answer to that.
Yeah, you talking about PlayStation Now?
No, not PlayStation Now.
No, that's the thing.
Not PlayStation Now. I'm talking about the PS collection. I thought that was their answer to the Game Pass. Although PlayStation Now can be the answer to that, but technically they did it first. It's just nobody really talks about it.
Yeah.
I guess I was in the wrong. The light was red.
PlayStation Now, which I heard, that's another thing I heard too. I heard PlayStation Now is actually really good. Like they have a lot of games on there.
But you're still streaming it, right?
I think you're still streaming it, but I think they said on PlayStation Now you can now actually download them now.
Oh.
Yeah.
That might be worth a subscription. Shit.
Yeah, I heard it's good now. So they're trying to get it out here for people to know that, because I when it first came out, it was just on the stream. That's why I didn't want to fuck with it.
Yeah.
But it said now you can actually download a lot. I don't think it's every game on there, but it's a lot of them. It's a good.
It's probably enough, yeah.
Yeah, that you can download now.
And is it just like PlayStation 3 and 4 games, or do they go as far back as the 1?
Actually, I don't know. I've never
tried it.
Now to see.
Okay.
I think they give it like a free trial, so they give you probably like a week or something like that.
They probably still ask for your credit card so they can be like, gotcha. Do you like they do me on DoorDash, because I hadn't done DoorDash in like forever. They'd be like, hey, we're missing you. You want to come back and earn like $600 in 1 week for 25 rides, but you got to do it by the end of the month. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. PlayStation Now is gonna be like, hey buddy, we just charged you $5.99. You ain't really been streaming or downloading no games. What the fuck's going on? Get on your PS4, get on your PS5. Another Scott's got it, but we got it too. Like anything.
Right, exactly.
As soon as you log on to that bitch, you want to go to PlayStation Now?
Right. Like,
put a fucking ad on your menu bar.
Yeah, but I'm looking at PlayStation Plus collection now. Like again, for gamers like you and me, we've played most of these games on this PlayStation Plus collection. But if you didn't have a PlayStation 4 and you got a 5, this shit is amazing.
Oh
like,
yeah.
If you just not PlayStation gamer,
if
you got a 5 and got PlayStation Plus collection. Oh, this is a great starter.
Yeah, if you skip out on the PlayStation 5. I mean, not PlayStation 5. You skipped out on the PlayStation 4. You better get a 5.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got, like I said, God of War here, Crash Bandicoot, Final Fantasy 15, Release 7.
Banger after banger. You know what this made me think of? This makes me think of Saturday when I was at work. I was getting my shit ready to just do my job and whatever, and a guy stopped me, homeboy of mine. He said, hey, who you think is the hottest rapper out right now? And I was like, and he asked this in front of like 2 other girls, because I guess they were talking about it, so I just happened to come over. He asks me, and I say, well, that depends, because the only person who's put out anything recently that's big, and it's not even that big, it's just because he's the only person that put out some shit, is Drake. And he was like, facts, thanks bro, that's all I needed to hear. I was like, hold on now, that doesn't make him necessarily the greatest in the game. It's just music is kind of dry right now, so
right. Is that right? So but the question was, who's the hottest in the game
right now? Right. And I told him, I said by all intents purposes, it is your boy Drake. So, but I mean, when it comes to
the only reason I'm saying him, because like you said, he dropped that
right.
albums too.
And the other crazy part was, one of the girls was like J. Cole, and I was like, who? And then
Jay.
Right, and I'm not gonna say he's a bad rapper. He's definitely top 3. It's just he hadn't really. What was his last album? Right. He ain't dropped nothing. He ain't dropped nothing. And but see, that's why I said that question was kind of like not confusing, but like hard to answer, because if we talking the sense of the now, it's Drake, because he's the only one who put something out. If we talk in the sense of overall rap, I would have said Kendrick Lamar. And when I told my homeboy that, he was like, I don't really deal with Kendrick's music like that. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, man, he ain't really hot to me. And I was like, this man gave us Damn, To Pimp a Butterfly. He basically musically died for our sins. And he was like, nah, bruh. Nah, bro. I mean, that's what I think. That's what I think of when I hear To Pimp a Butterfly. I think of Jesus dying for our sins. So, because I'm sorry, but that was a fucking masterpiece of an album. And nothing, not even Droga's Waves. And that's literally preaching to the choir. Droga's Waves is literally preaching to the choir, and it doesn't even come close. So
yeah, Pimp. No, I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. Pimp Butterfly, that's a masterpiece. I'm from start to finish.
Right.
Now.
So.
But again, that's two different questions when you ask who's the hottest today, like right now, on this date, on April 11th, who's the hottest rapper versus who's the best right now. That's two different questions, because hot, I don't correlate hot with best.
Yeah,
like the best right now, I would say Kendrick.
Right.
Even though he hasn't dropped shit in like 3 years, honestly, which is kind of, goddamn, that's kind of aggravating when you think about it. But Drake just dropped 3 songs, and them 3 songs, I posted on my page. I was like,
right.
3 songs by the top 3 in the world.
Right.
That blew my mind. I said, Burn Man on a 3-song EP, and all 3 was to the Pop 100 top 3. I was like, yo,
because people are fiending for that music.
Yeah,
they hungry for it. They thirsting for it harder than John Walker for the goddamn Super Soldier Serum.
That's what I'm saying, like, because ain't nobody dropping nothing. Ain't nobody dropping nothing right now. Like Drake. Going back to Drake. Drake was supposed to drop a whole album by now.
Right.
And he ain't even did that yet.
And I promise you, if he had, you know what I feel like? And it's gonna sound crazy. I feel like this man has not dropped this album, not because he hurt himself, because I don't see, unless he hurt his fucking jaw, I don't see how the fuck that correlates to like you. I don't care. I don't see how that correlates to you not releasing an album. Nigga, you hurting your leg don't keep you from speaking. So
nigga, I've seen rappers record sitting down.
Nigga, no. Kanye West had his fucking jaw wired.
Still recorded through the wire.
And still record. And it was crazy because that song is literally through the wire.
Right.
So you can't
even sound like himself because his
right.
Wire.
Yeah, man. So here we go. I'm about to record this album. Drink to the jizzon, drink to the key. Like I don't want to. Yeah, maybe.
Still a great song.
Right. I think it's better because of that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like I don't want to degrade Drake as an artist because he doesn't want to rap under these quote unquote strenuous conditions, but I feel like that's some old light skin shit.
Yeah, no, like he got hurt. His leg or foot hurt.
Right.
Like, damn, I can't record music now.
Because
like,
I promise you, I don't know. I wasn't really keeping up with rap and everything at the time. But when 50 Cent got shot up, I'm pretty sure if that nigga had been conscious, he would have been rapping too. He would have rapped through that pain.
He would have rapped through that pain. He would have.
So
definitely, hell yeah, he would have.
I just.
But man, yeah, but what's it called? Certified Lover Boy.
Yes.
It's another reason why he ain't dropped that yet.
Honestly,
maybe he's waiting for the summer.
Honestly, I feel like that title. Something Kanye would come up with. And he would, and instead of him talking about some random ass woman, I feel like he would talk about his mom, and I would love that.
Yeah.
I would really love that.
Yeah.
If I was a rapper with like renown, I would challenge all my opponents, my enemies, Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, Lupe. You know, I just be like, yo, all of us need to come out with an album that has the same name. And that would be my way of just being like, who did it better? And I would, and for me, because of the state of America, that shit would just be called crisis situation. Oh, that sound cold as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
that shit drop. That shit drop. Right, crisis situation, and that shit just drop at like the end of fucking November.
Yeah,
in the coldest of the cold. So, but nah,
yeah,
you know.
But music is right. But
yeah,
you was right with that. Drake is the hottest today because of that 3-song EP. But I don't think he's the best, but he's definitely the hottest.
Yeah, no. I feel like for his lane,
and wants and needs like on the radio constantly. So.
Yeah, I would say for his lane, I feel like he's speeding through the streets for his lane. Yeah. But you know, as soon as he get on the highway with like the other rappers, you know, he started driving the speed limit. So
it's kind of weird that he has not done an album though. Like we really might think about it. This is kind of weird because
I mean,
Laugh Not Cry Later was supposed to have been a single off of it, and then you know he put out a whole trailer for it too.
Oh yeah,
and
so
it's supposed to be like January.
So I'm thinking.
You know it didn't come out.
So I'm thinking.
He put out a 3-song EP, and now you know we are where we are now. It's April.
Has he ever released anything in the beginning part of the year? Because if my theory is right, because I don't keep up with music, so I can't say this is factual, but hasn't all his releases been like in the fall? Excuse me.
You know, honestly, you would think so. The music feels like it's for fall. Like
I mean, you're right. October's very own. Like this is one YouTube channel. I've sent it to you before. I don't know if you know it, but can't think of this guy's name. He what did he do? He talked about like album art covers and shit like that. Like the most recent one I saw was he talked about like the laugh track and TV shows versus TV shows without a laugh track. So man, what? I'm glad YouTube fucking this is one of the dubs that YouTube has ever secured from me, sending me this person's channel. But I was watching his channel and he said he was talking about views and he said, man, then he came out with Views and it felt like winter all over again. Like I actually didn't buy this album when it came out. I bought it in winter, like in December when it was cold, and oh my god, it felt like it was made for this time of year. And I was just like, you're not wrong, because that album artwork make it look like it's a cold day in Toronto. So yeah. So I don't know. That shit there is I don't know, man.
Dropped in June.
Yeah.
Views dropped in April.
Views dropped in April.
Nothing was saying dropped in September. Take Care dropped in November.
Now, one other thing I kind of want to pay attention to are the sales of these albums. I want to see if his fall releases make more than his non-fall releases.
Well, every album I just named came out between the summer and the fall, from like June to November.
You count April in that? Because to me, April is like spring.
Yeah, true. So the Views came out April 29th, 2016. So that was the earliest out of all his albums. All the rest of it came out between June and November. So it seems like he likes to drop albums during either the summer or the fall. He don't drop albums at the beginning of the year.
Right. Oh man, I am in Grand Theft Auto's music locker, and if you don't know what that is, right next to that big ass casino that they put up like last year or year before last, they added something to it called the music locker, along with another heist where you get to go to like an island and shit like that. I know you remember seeing like the commercials for it. It's like the Perico heist. So, but when they added that, they added like a new nightclub, and I'm just in here. I got my character dancing, so I don't have to focus too hard on like doing shit. So the main DJ is a guy called Moody Man, who I've honestly never heard of, but he has one of those Morgan Freeman-esque voices, you know. Like you don't get annoyed to hear it like you would Danny Brown. Like, so like, man, when Dave Chappelle told that story on Big Sean's album, I was like, whoa, this nigga set him up for the okie doke. And it's crazy because even though he said he bombed at that show, I never remember hearing about that. Like, I don't feel like
comedians do shows like that all the time. We just don't ever see them or hear about them.
Oh, okay. But I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I get that, but I'm just the fact that he said that he bombed. Like, I'm not saying I want to see that, but I kind of want to know what the atmosphere would have been like, because I don't know.
Right.
To say that a joke missed and it was delivered by Dave Chappelle is like saying that I saw the return of Jesus Christ holding God's hand. Like, that's not something I would believe. Like, what?
Yeah. Right.
I would literally have to see it myself in order to believe it. So, but how do you feel about John Walker as your new Captain America?
He's not my new Captain America. Oh no.
Yo, I went to Dairy Queen last night, and when I came back in, my mom asked me, she said, what's that around your neck? I was like, it's an ankh. He's like, yeah, I knew that's what it was called. I was like, why? He's like, your brother was asking why people wear jewelry and stuff like that. And I was like, I explained to him, I said, well, you know, some people wear it for, well, my mom was saying that some people wear it for the looks, but I told him, I said, well, I wear it for the symbolism. You know, that's like if you told me right now that your father has become the new Captain America. He ain't my Captain America, you know, because it's not about, and she like busts out laughing. She's like, if your own father became Captain America, you wouldn't stand behind him? I said, no, the fuck I wouldn't, because it's not about the fucking, the person under the shield. It's about the shield itself and what it represents. Like, shit, they could have gave that shit to Joe Biden and I'd have been like, alright. Like, but it was me segueing into asking her if she had seen it, because I was coming from upstairs and I saw her watching like episode 2, and so when I said all of this, she was like, oh hell, you might have to move out like sooner rather than later. And I was like, did you watch episode 3? Did you watch episode 4? And she's like, no. I said, well, let me know when you watch those 2 episodes and get back to me then. So when you said, because you actually had finished this episode before I did, I meant to tell you that when you said that ending was kind of dark, I didn't understand. No. I was okay with reading that. Because even the YouTube thumbnails of all my 3 Easter egg peoples had like the image of his face as he's like bringing down the shields, and like they didn't show him with the shield, they just show his face. So I was like, why the fuck is his face like this? He looked like he was trying to send a selfie while on the toilet and ended up taking a really powerful shit. So and I had started watching half the episode on my phone, and I had to finish the rest of it like another time because I was like going into work when I started it. I don't even know where to begin. Like, the fact that the Dermalage were there was a really nice touch. Like, that was something I really didn't expect at the end of episode 3.
What?
when the Durlamage showed up for Zemo,
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect that at all. It was more one of those okay, this is nice, you know. And then they didn't send Okoye, they sent like the other lady who was about to beat the shit out of Black Widow. After seeing that fight sequence with with John and the Durlamage, I promise you, Black Widow was about to have her ass handed to her in Civil War. Cause I thought about it. I was like, I never really see Black Widow in hand-to-hand combat. Not saying she can't do it. She can definitely whoop my ass, but I'm just saying against the Durlamage, and these women had fucking sticks.
Yes.
So imagine if they didn't have these damn sticks. Like, sheesh. And then
what's the name said? Dang, he said they weren't even super soldiers.
Right, I was just gonna say, yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing. I was like, yo, that's the only time I felt bad for him to get his ass handed to him. They weren't even super soldiers. It was like, you goddamn right they weren't, but they were super Saiyan on your ass. So, jeez.
I thought about it, I was like, you know what, bro, don't feel too bad, cause they whooped all y'all ass in that room.
Right, hell yeah, like, right. Everybody got an equal portion of that. Shit, as long as you know not to come back for seconds, shit.
Yo, that fight scene was so good. I love the thing when the one girl threw the stick.
Oh man,
on the table,
I thought she was about to fucking spear his ass. I was like,
man, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And then when old girl did the move to disable Bucky's arm.
Oh man,
his face.
I felt.
He was like, really?
Right. I felt the way he felt because I was like, oh, bitch, you violating. You gonna do a nigga like that? Shit.
I was like, dang, really?
How you gonna disable? How you gonna fucking free me on my mind control? Then gonna fucking disable my arm, that shit just drop off. But then again, I guess in real life you just would have lost like feeling in your arm. You know how like you niggas hit the pressure point and your arms would go limp. I think that's what that was like a representation of. But because his arm isn't physically his arm, the shit just falls off. So
yeah, cause I love how Wakanda just still has like a safe plan for that, just in case
right
he goes back to being that. Have that in his arm so we can easily take it off. Like they still had a safe plan with that, you know. I was like, yo, that was I was like, yo, I was shocked. I was like, damn.
Right.
So my fucking asked him, did you know that you could do that? He was like, no.
Yeah, shit, that would've made me mad.
Me too. That's why I'm back to the beginning to. Boy, listen.
What?
That man might deserve an award.
Who?
How he acted at the beginning of the episode. Bucky. When he was sitting there crying.
Oh, yeah.
Was calling out the names, bro,
I ain't gonna lie, I was terrified because I was like, if this shit don't work, you finna be one dead little girl.
Did you notice too? Like, they did this in Wakanda, but they did this like way up away from the city. Like a long, like they showed the city, and the camera kept going. Like just in case this doesn't work. Right.
I was like, this is a little nice city. But I mean, I kind of thought that made sense anyway because when in Infinity War when Black Panther came to get him, it didn't look like they were near a city to begin with. So I don't know. It's kind of cool, crazy to see him. With that long hair too.
Yeah, it is. And I just love that they showed that scene, like the scene that he finally broke out the code. Like,
oh yeah.
The work I'm working him now because of that moment. And I love him like just the only his face. He just looks so. I guess it was the memories going through his head of everything.
Hey, yeah. I mean that's kind of what scared me and made me feel like this shit was trying to get triggered.
That he saw the tears come down his eye. Like when I say that, hey, Marvel and these actors, bro. Like that was, I felt for him, bro. I said, dang, that's the beginning of the episode. I just felt for him. I just felt for the man. Like, you been mind control all of the years doing stuff you don't want to do, and then you remember everything you did. That's the worst part. You remember everybody you killed of all them years, like, you didn't want to do it. So, and then I think on one of the Easter egg videos they said that if you notice, like, he looks up at her twice.
Yeah.
When he's done, because she says you are free, but then she says it again, like after he looked up at her.
Right.
Like, it's like he needed confirmation.
Are you sure you want to buy now?
Right. And it was just,
damn.
That was just honestly, probably one of my favorite scenes in the MCU.
Man.
Just seeing him break down.
I still like the scene where he like reattached his arm and then he like spun that shit around to like I guess reactivate it. That was just, it makes me wonder if like
he did Winter Soldier too.
Yeah, but it makes me wonder if like he can move his arm 360 degrees in one direction. Like, probably not, because in real life that's his real arm just with like CGI shit on it. But it makes me wonder, you know.
They said Fury made the arm for him, right? Like Black Panther's sister made that arm.
Yeah.
And then we're told.
Yeah, I mean that's really nice though, cause
it is.
it's really nice because it's fucking black. I don't know what the previous arm was made out of. Had to be made of like titanium or some shit, but a vibranium arm is way better. Right. That shit is crazy. Now, one thing that I am kind of sad about is the black man fucking died.
Yeah, man, I could not believe that.
And it's crazy because every time I think of John Walker, I think of their first appearance when they saved Bucky and Falcon, and they hopped out of the plane and did that retarded ass fist bump, and I was like, I'm never gonna get this out of my head now. And then again when they were on the truck, he was like, "Who are you?" "Lamar Hoskins." "I'm sorry, but you get a guy hanging out of a helicopter in technical gear. I'm gonna need a little bit more than Lamar Hoskins. I'm John's partner, Battlestar." I was like, that's a hard ass name, but you're not the main character.
No, you're not. You're not.
I was like, I feel conflicted here because that's a really good ass name. You imagine showing up to save the day. Who the fuck is that? Battlestar. Ooh. You know what? I don't even want this money no more. Just go ahead and take me to jail. Just like, not in the face. Alright. Foul. But you know, in the comics, he I want to say in the comics he takes the super soldier serum too. But him getting KO'd permanently is definitely made me think, fuck, now there's no stopping John.
Yeah, see, I think that probably, you know, the scene where they both sitting at that table and you know, John asked him, like, would you take the serum? He said, oh, without question.
Oh yeah.
He would take it.
And it's crazy because as the person I am right now, I would too, just because I feel like I could better help people. Like, you know, maybe I'm wrong for feeling that way, but
this episode makes you think, like, if you take it, what does it do to you besides give you strength? Because, like, what's the name said when Zemo was talking to Falcon about it, and they was talking about, they made it seem like everybody who takes that super soldier serum, it corrupts them. The old dude was like, well, it didn't happen to Steve Rogers, and he was like, they was making it seem like he was the only one that's never been corrupted from taking it.
But I feel like that's only because of how it was administered. I really feel like that's just it. And as crazy as it sounds, if Steve is dead, like if he's no longer alive or whatever, which I strongly feel like is the case, dude, they would have went to him a long time ago. If he's really dead, they cannot bury him normally. They have to bury him in secret. Because you know how many people would exhume this man's body just for, like, you know, his fluids, skin tissue, anything that contains, you know, what he was.
Because like you said, he was the only one that was given the super soldier serum like that.
Right.
but also too, Cap. It's the type of person he is where it couldn't corrupt him because he was already like a good person.
Right. I believe in what the doctor said when he said it takes good, it makes it great. It takes bad, it makes it worse. So, but I feel like that also. I feel like that kind of comes down to your intentions, because if you intend to do the right thing, then it shouldn't affect you negatively. At least that's how I feel. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen.
I feel the same way. But you don't think? But see, when I look at John Walker, I don't think he's a bad person.
I mean, no, I don't feel like he's a bad person either. I honestly just feel like his character probably has anger issues.
He definitely. It's definitely something that's going. It's something else, because you know that during this whole episode he kept rubbing his head and his eyes like he had like a migraine.
Yeah.
Like I was like, something that's going on with you.
I feel like I feel like he's. Yeah, I feel like he's just. I don't know. It is something off about him. I don't know what it could be, but he just strikes me as. I
think it's the pressure of him being Captain America.
Yeah.
And then nobody's respected him for becoming.
Right. Nobody outside of America, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, people are just happy to have the symbol or the person.
Yeah, even though Wakanda would respect that shit.
But and what's crazy is I don't know what it would take for them to respect him as Captain America, because this could easily happen to anybody. You know, it didn't even have to be. Of course, it's going to be a soldier, but it didn't even have to be a soldier. You know, it could have been somebody who just has good values. You know.
But to get that respect.
Yeah, to get that respect, like
what do you have to do? I think that's damn near impossible.
Right.
Honestly.
And what's crazy is the only reason, and this is like stupid, but it makes sense. I feel like the only reason people respected Captain America, Steve Rogers, for being Captain America, is because this nigga fought in World War II.
Yeah, see?
like who can follow that? Right.
Pretty good resume, sir.
And this man sacrificed himself, and we would have thought he right. We would have just assumed he'd have been lost to the world. So then we get John Walker, and like, yeah, he's got 3 medals and shit like that, but I mean, has this nigga ever fought the likes of Loki or Ultron or stood along a fucking Norse god? Like,
right, or was about to fight a whole Thanos army with a broken shield.
Right.
Was gonna do it.
Right. Like, nobody, like it's hard to follow that type of example.
Definitely, hell yeah. But that's a theme, right? I can't blame John Walker for that.
Nah, really, not at all. I mean, as an ordinary person, if America right now, if Biden fucking got on television and said that so and so, like Louis Lamar was our first ever Captain America, no super soldier serum, just a regular ass soldier, and he was our Captain America, I'm not necessarily gonna feel any type of way about it. I'm gonna think it's funny because we're calling him Captain America in 2021, and that's a comic book character. I'm gonna think it's hilarious. But provided I get to meet this guy, I'm just gonna be like, all right, cool. We got us a man of the people, so to speak. I don't know why we're doing this, but I'm gonna play this shit out. But if this becomes the standard, then it becomes, oh, we have a new Captain America. Well, what did they do that Louis Lamar didn't do? How are they better? I just feel like he shouldn't be trying so hard.
Yeah, like when he rushed when Tiger was talking to old girl and he was about to get her, like he was about to break her and make her stop what she was doing, but then he rushed in. I was like, look at this motherfucker. See this?
Right, this is not what Captain America would have did. Right.
Yeah, he would have waited. He would have trusted Falcon to do what he did. The cat wouldn't have rushed in there. No, he would never.
I mean, and if they were all on the same page, they would have all had like comm links, open channels, so you could hear the conversation. Like.
Yeah, right. Or tell Falcon to say something if you're in trouble. Like,
yeah,
they wasn't that far away from him.
It would have been like signal us if you need help.
Yeah,
and it would have just been Steve and Bucky just out there talking. Like, you really think you can get through to her? I trust him, Buck. You should too. I trust him. I just don't like him. And that'd be like the comedy interwoven with,
that
you
would
know,
be the exact conversation with Steve in that situation.
right?
That's exactly what the line would have been spoken.
Right, and I wanted to go back to like episode 2, when they met at the airport. I fucking, that scene when he says it's part of the big 3. Before he delivers the next line, I thought to myself, oh shit, this seems serious as fuck. Then that nigga says aliens, wizards, and what was the other one? It was like
was it
aliens,
warlords?
no, it was like aliens, wizards, and
aliens, wizards. Fuck. So, damn, not so. No, was
it super soldiers?
I don't know. Damn, I should know this.
Right.
That was hilarious to me.
Aliens, wizards.
It wasn't warlords.
It probably was warlords. But the fact that he said that, I was like, there goes that Marvel humor, taking the air out of the balloon. Yeah. So, but I mean, it was pretty dope. It just made it seem like it was such a serious thing at the time. But I don't know. I do.
Oh, when the soldiers together, just
yeah.
They chemistry is just
right.
great on this show.
Overall, I do feel like bad for him. I do feel bad. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot of pressure, but I feel like he himself has his own demons to fight, because once the next episode comes out and people see like all this shit that he's done.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen with that.
Right, he done lost his best friend. Yeah. I wonder what his girl gonna look at him like, because even though she was in that one episode, she gotta have another role.
Yeah, you just don't show that, and then we just never see her again. There's no way.
Right.
But it's like, I wonder what's gonna happen now because of how the episode ended, and that last shot of the blood on the shield.
Oh man.
I said, yo,
that's how the end of Civil War almost would have looked.
Right.
Man.
That's another thing too. That was a nice little maybe. Like Cap Cap had that option to do that to Tony.
Hell yeah. Because it's a shield. It's not, you don't use a shield for offense. You use it for defense.
Right.
And I think
cut that man's head off too.
I just assumed he bashed the man's chest in. I mean,
oh, okay.
Because I feel like you wouldn't bring that hammer down. I mean, you wouldn't bring that shield down that many times to decapitate somebody. Not if you got super soldier serum flowing through your veins. Like,
just take one.
Right.
Just take one.
maybe two. maybe two for a clean cut. But two things I wanted to bring up. Did you catch that Civil War motif in there when they what were they talking about? They were talking about something, and the camera I think was on Bucky, and I just heard that.
Oh yeah, man. That's another thing. I was
like, ooh, I love the music. Yes, the music.
Great job on this show. Like,
right.
I love the Winter Soldier callbacks, the Civil War callbacks with the music. Like, it's so dope, bro. It's so dope. Like, cause even like if you go back to the scene when Bucky was crying.
Oh man, yeah.
When she was saying the words, I think the Winter Soldier theme appeared a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But then it kind of faded to the background. Then that piano theme started, and I was like, yo, they did a great job with the music. I said that's super. Like the Winter Soldier theme like kind of fades away when he's sitting there, and the tear comes down, and then he's thinking about everything he's done.
Man.
And she tells him you're free. You're free now.
And the fact that he remembers all of it, like,
this gotta be the worst.
Right.
I would fucking. It will be just like him. Like,
right. Hell yeah.
I don't think that man never smiles or nothing.
Hell
he
no.
always looks serious. Like that man is definitely going.
Hey, him staring at other characters in the show remind me of when Zeke told Levi, "Can you not stare at me like that?"
Yeah. Right.
Like,
true.
No. But I think
Bucky,
I slick went there to have like a spinoff series or like a small little 1 hour movie called Captain America: The Second Avenger, and just feature Isaiah Bradley and his adventures fighting the Winter Soldier and shit like that. So
that man has his whole history of
right,
himself, you know.
and I feel so like twisted about that, because while we did get a black super soldier, I just the shit that he went through is fucking crazy. So and then I think about this now every time I have a headache, but I thought this nigga Zemo was gonna die when fucking Sean threw that shield at his head.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that. And they say that the shield is actually really light, but because there's super soldier serum flowing through Bucky and Steve's veins, that when they throw it and they have to catch it, it looks like it's heavy. But they say the shield's actually light. That in mind, a human being throwing this thing into another human being's head is fucking unrealistic to me. Not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying, yes, that shit knocked him clean out. That shit. Oh my god. Cause and like they don't. That's not something they like cut either. Like they don't show it from a different angle. I could fire this bitch up right now, go to that scene, and in slow motion just see this shield intimately touching his fucking face.
Yeah, because it was supposed to surprise us. Like we didn't know. We were supposed to know that cat was over there. Well, the new cat was over there.
Shit, it did. Yeah, this shit. Oh my goodness. Now every time I think about a headache on the side of my head, that's what I'm gonna envision. I feel like I got Z mode. Or maybe I should say I feel like I got walkered. So cheapers. But I don't.
So do you think they're gonna take the shield away from him?
I think they're gonna take the shield away from him. Yeah, I think they're gonna take the shield away from him, and I think this is where those scenes that we've seen of Bucky and Falcon training with the shield is gonna come from. I think it's crazy that I think it makes sense that Falcon has to use both his hands to catch that shield. Because me personally, I would have been like, I don't know if I want to fucking catch this returning circular disc. I got like bad memories, right? Like I got bad memories of shit like this, you know. So
yeah, but that definitely gotta be, because the trailer definitely showed him pressing with that shield, and I was like, did Marvel film him with this shield to fool us all?
I think so. I thought so at first, because we hadn't seen it, but I feel like between this episode and the last episode, we're gonna see this. Also, last thing, one of the YouTubers that I watch for like Easter eggs and stuff, he brought up an interesting point that I'm starting to lose faith in. He said that the power broker is starting to seem like a C plot line, where like his identity does not matter anymore.
Yeah, it don't. And I feel like the show is trying to get us ready for who that is.
Yeah, like some people think it's Sharon. I feel like some people think it's Sharon. I don't feel like it's Zemo, because Zemo doesn't want powered individuals. And then somebody else said they feel like it's Arnim Zola.
He got them steps on the super soldiers.
Right.
Step on all that shit. He don't want none of that shit doing.
Right.
That shit gone. And who's the third person you said?
Arnim Zola. You remember him? He was the computer brain guy in Winter Soldier. Yeah.
No.
So, I mean,
if it's that girl,
Carly?
I don't think so. Not her. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who could be the power broker, because they're talking about him or her, but there's only 2 more episodes left, so
yeah. I mean, it can't be Carly, because Carly's running from the power broker, but
yeah, but she's also doing something
what?
Separate from everybody too, I feel.
Who, Carly?
I think, yeah, it's something about her that she's not. I don't know, I feel like she's hiding something.
Like what? What could she possibly be hiding? I don't know what she had planned on doing with with the rest of that serum though.
Yeah, I don't. I say these episodes like an hour long.
Yeah, that I love. I think they learned they lesson from WandaVision. They were like, oh, we got to make these episodes an hour long. But boss, I don't fucking care. Make it an hour long.
Yeah.
So. Oh man.
Overall, great. Been great. So,
what if episode 5 and 6 are 2 hours long?
That would be amazing. I would love it. No complaint.
You know what I love? I love the way Falcon's suit works now. Like, it's so, it feels, what's the word? Not sleek, not smooth, but it just feels more comfortable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
But man.
Great, but it's great so far, man. Marvel's doing their thing. These shows, bro.
Yeah. Have you had any wine lately?
Oh Lord. I don't want it at all ever again. And we haven't seen Zeke do what he's gonna do yet. But we know it's coming.
Right.
But man, that's gonna time.
Hey man, I bust out laughing when I heard that girl get when I saw that girl get punched in the face. I was like, ooh. I'm thoroughly surprised nobody tried to like kill her though. But I guess that would just prove her right, which was something they didn't want to do. So
yeah, somebody did try to kill her.
No. I mean, yeah, I know the little girl did, but she has all the reason in the world to want to do it. I'm talking about the adults in this show. I don't give a shit about kid on kid crime. but I mean, in all honesty, she has a legitimate reason. I would be that way. But if I'm an adult, you know, you got these kids, and just to clarify, I'm not for killing children. The only reason I said that about the previous episodes is because these children specifically were bred for war. Right. So you at that point you have to forget what they look like and remember what they are. Because like I said, in real life, you don't get a second chance to be like, hey kid, what are you doing? Because, you know, by that time, it's pretty much too late.
Yeah, I think that's what the show is trying to say. Like, of course, killing children is definitely wrong. If you're saying that a child is a trained fighter, you would definitely win his thing.
Right.
But again, like Sasha's dad, it's not like he knew. I mean, because you know, Gabby. That's why I said the show was so good, because Gabby said what she said. She was like, shit, so they be like, Sasha killed 2 of my friends. Shot them in cold blood, so that's why I retaliated.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, that did happen. And then the little girl ran up on her with a knife, and thank God Mikasa was right there.
Man.
I feel like if it was anybody else,
they would have been like,
stabbed in the face. Mikasa is the only one could have had the
reaction time.
Reaction time to stop that knife going against head. That's it.
Man, I would have been like, you got it.
I don't think I would have. Nah, bro. If you coming at somebody at a knife, and I'm talking to him, and no, she would have got stabbed because I would have been able to react. Unless I saw this little girl running towards her.
Well, I mean, hold on. First of all, the way this little girl was running, this bitch had to cut a corner, so she was already too slow. From where she was to where she was trying to be, there was more than enough time. It's all on, do I want to say this little bitch life? So.
Yeah. No, that scene was intense because I didn't know what Sasha's dad was going to do when he picked up the knife. But, I mean, I think he
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he did. He definitely did. And I thought he was going to give this rousing speech and be like, but you killed my Sasha.
Ah! Yeah, everybody played it like that. Nobody, but he didn't.
And then is there insurrection within the scouts now?
What you mean, like
the dude that like kidnapped Hanji and them?
Oh, you talking about the guy with the red hair? What's his name?
Yeah.
Flock?
More like fuck.
Yeah, I never. That guy. Okay.
Like he knew they were being served this wine with this nigga.
That was what blew my mind on this episode. I thought when Hanji told him that, I thought she was gonna tell him that he was gonna be like, "Oh damn, for real?" Oh, he was gonna be shocked, but nope. He knew it too. I said, "What?"
I ain't gonna lie. That's the first.
He knows. Aaron knows.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. That's the first time I would have thought a nigga would have been shocked.
Yes, I was waiting for when Hanji said the line. I said, "Okay, he gonna be shocked when she get through saying this." He was like,
"No." That nigga said, "Oh well, I guess they shouldn't have. Guess those fools are finna be even bigger fools." Yeah. I was like, "You ass." Like the
that was
fuck?
The worst thing you could have said. He said the most asshole comment after that.
Right. I was like,
supposed to be bigger fools. I said, bruh.
It's like, you motherfucker.
I was like, bruh, what has been happening behind the scenes? Like, what, you knew they was serving the wine with Zeke's spinal fluid?
That shit there is like.
Because when he said that, I thought to myself, bro, you know, Aaron knows. And Aaron is okay with that. What is, like, what is happening? Bro?
And then he talking about some, I'm just here to talk. Like, and you know it's funny? From that right. Niggas just got his hand raised up like, don't try anything. Right. And I think what's crazy is I think the next episode shows him beating the shit out of Armin, right?
I was wondering if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
Right after the show went on.
I remember to watch this that time. Okay. But my mind thought back to this meme where this nigga said, "I'm not smart enough to go wit to wit with Armin, and I'm not strong enough to fight Mikasa. So I'll fight Armin and I'll talk to Mikasa."
That was genius.
I was like, right. I was like, hold on, let me see if I still got this shit. I know the day I saw this, I fucking took a screenshot of it. Oh man.
I'm never gonna think about that next week. We got to fight.
That shit blew my mind. Hell no.
Aaron knows that too. I'm gonna whoop your
ass. Here it is. When you know Mikasa is stronger than you and Armin is smarter than you, so you argue with Mikasa and fight with Armin. And then there's a picture of this dude driving a car with like a paste over of Aaron's face, and it says, "Sometimes my geniuses, it's almost frightening." Yo.
Because I mean the conversation they're gonna have, I can't wait to see. But they talk about, but Armin, he definitely got to say something to Armin to piss him off.
Oh yeah, because Armin fly out, man. This man fucking. Oh, you know what I think he? Ooh, I think I know what might set him off.
What?
I think he's gonna admit to killing their premiere.
Oh shit!
I feel like he's gonna be like, "Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know that they would kill the premiere?" Of course I knew. I told them to do it. Then you see this nigga just get the worst fucking counter assault of his life.
Yeah, it's gonna retaliate really bad on him. It's gonna retaliate really bad on him.
It's gonna be just as bad as when Sean Walker put his hand on that Dermalage and they weren't even super soldiers.
Hey, think about this too. That's Super Bowl for Armin to do. Aaron is sitting there with his hand cut.
Oh yeah.
Still push this nigga in the face.
Man, I wouldn't have did shit. That alone would have been enough for me to be like, you know what? Whatever you got planning, I just want to get the fuck off this island and go somewhere else. That's it.
And Armin, don't forget too. Armin is the colossal titan.
Oh yeah. But I mean,
that maybe gives him the backbone to punch Aaron in the face. Like,
oh well, yeah. But Armin's not gonna.
He's not gonna transform. Hell no. He's gonna transform. No.
Yeah, he's not.
Everybody in that whole area.
Man, what?
everybody would die. It would be.
There ain't enough. There ain't enough. There ain't enough fucking.
No, they were all die.
Fucking. There ain't enough time to get anywhere.
Now, Aaron, if he transformed, man, he would kill everybody in that building. Whatever building they're in, they probably all would die. Because Armin, he would kill everybody in the surrounding area if he transformed. But yeah, I couldn't believe when they said that, man. I said, what the Jaeger? I was like, yeah, there's no way these Jaegerists know that Z's spinal fluid. I thought Z's whole spinal fluid thing was a separate thing from Aaron. I thought this whole time, I was like, okay, Aaron doesn't even know about that. It's only because of Z. So that's a whole separate thing, but nope. Them niggas know too. And Aaron probably gonna be fine with it. This is why I need to see, man. And I love that the show is being real specific with this. I need to see what Aaron and Z conversation was over there at Marley, bro.
Man, they probably should have.
What could have said? What could have said this, man?
They probably should have episode after next.
Gotta be.
Or maybe at the end of. Maybe at the end of this episode or towards the end they'll start. You know, I feel like at the end of this episode is gonna be them finally meeting. It's just gonna be them, and it's like Aaron Yeager, Zeke. It's about time we got ready to talk. Yeah, and we can go over the rest of your plan. Man.
I was surprised too with Levi, you know, because Levi knows what happens. That's the other thing too. I thought he wasn't gonna know because they was over there.
You said what? Oh man.
But yeah, so.
You said you thought Levi wasn't gonna know?
Huh?
You said you thought Levi wasn't going to know?
No, I didn't. I didn't think. I thought this is what I thought, because the show doesn't have phones. So I thought Levi and Zeke in the wars was gonna be its own separate thing. That's what Aaron was doing, but old dude told Levi.
Oh yeah.
Aaron's getting out of prison. Old dude died, and Levi sent himself. Oh, and I love that scene. Yo, the scene when he was thinking to himself.
Yeah, I felt bad for Levi.
Aaron, and all that stuff that's happening behind us, like behind us was everything that happened in the past. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was I was like, yo, this is a dope fucking scene. I didn't
yeah.
And Levi's like, even he can't believe. He's like, yo, he's like, this ain't even funny no more.
Right.
He's like, the guy who I've been saving for years, what I have to try to kill.
Damn. I can't believe it's really coming to this. Like, I hope there's some sort of, I don't know, change of heart on Aaron's part, or maybe this is a plan of Aaron's to, like, I don't know, kill Zeke and something.
Yes, this is again the show. The show is being the show is this type of show where it's not. It doesn't reveal things until it's ready. Like again, Aaron, the way he's acting right now.
Oh yeah.
The reason behind it. There's something that he knows or he's seen. It's just something. Cause he's acting different from everybody else. Even when they draw him, when he sat at the table, he was like, I just want to talk. Like his face just looks so. It's like even the way they draw him now. He just looks so, like I said, cold and just dark. And just
he look like an anime character from the fucking. He look like he belongs on JoJo's Bizarre Universe back in the 80s. Like
they even draw this man different, bro.
Right.
I said, yo, why he just looks like he's cold. Like he just don't. It's like he just don't give a fuck. But it has to be a reason behind it.
Man, he probably don't.
And the show is gonna reveal why when it's ready. Like why Aaron, because Aaron's acting out of character. Right? He's acting so out of character right now. And I wonder if it's just because of him and Z's conversation.
So they've already talked.
No, the show has said that they think they talked when Aaron went to Marley by himself.
Oh, okay.
But the show has not confirmed it or shown the conversation, which I believe they did talk. Because especially when old dude was telling Levi what was happening, he was just sitting there. Zeke probably know. Zeke has known all this was going to happen. Probably all this probably because of him. So
That's one
his
hell
wife
of a
probably thinks to
plan.
himself, "That's a hell of a plan, my nigga. That's my nigga. They came over there 3 years ago. That woman who's been what's her name, Yamada,
Yeah.
the one who taught Aaron in secret, the one who gave the wine to everybody. And all, man, come on, man, it's her following Zeke's orders. Like that's a 3-year plan because she came over there 3 years ago. Gather their trust and everything, and then now we see what's happening. Like, man,
That's crazy.
I don't know what's wrong with Aaron. Like, oh,
I mean,
and both of them want to see each other so bad. Aaron is,
oh yeah.
as on this episode, yo, when would I be able to talk to Aaron? He wants to meet. They want to meet each other so bad, bro.
Right. I mean, are they like? He's saying it like it's planned for them to meet, but only at other people's discretion. Like if you wanted, like if you wanted to speak to your dad because you hadn't seen him before, and I was like, yeah, maybe, you know, we'll let you know when that happens. And then another guard is like, man, you're never getting within 500 feet of this guy. Little do we know, you know.
Right, because you know I've been saying the only thing that can come from them talking is the rumbling.
Right.
That's it. But they don't trust Zeke to meet Aaron, and Aaron, especially how he at there right now, they definitely don't want him to meet Zeke. So I'm just gonna say Aaron and Zeke have their own plans, and they probably discussed them morally, and they're trying to achieve that plan. But Aaron don't know what Zeke had. They didn't tell Aaron when they took Zeke and put him in. And same with Zeke. So yeah, I just hate to see what's happening. I can't believe that it's fucking come to this. It's crazy to me. But Aaron, God, at the end of the episode, that man is exhausted.
I mean, he does. Yeah, he always looks a little. Always looks a little tired. Like he just barely got enough sleep. So
he started looking like that till this season, till now.
Right.
You know, he always like he got enough rest in the past, but not now.
Man.
Now he's like he having a mental battle with himself or something.
I feel like he might be. I feel like somehow Zeke awakened the what was that other guy's name that he was going the Kruger in him. So
could have been because I always felt like too these Titans can maybe do other things. Like when I say do other things, I mean like maybe have other powers that maybe people don't know about. Like Zeke with the screaming thing. Like he can scream and turn people into Titans once they got his food on.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Stuff like that. You know, besides just transforming to a beast Titan, you can also scream. Or when Aaron got the Founder Titan to him, he can also activate it and control all the Titans. You know, so maybe I don't know. And then Aaron has 3 Titans up here right now. That nigga got that Warhammer. Which I
3?
can't wait to see one day. Yeah, he got the attack Titan, the Founder Titan, and the Warhammer now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, you already know that show. I can't wait to see him use that Warhammer now. I need to see that. I need to see him transform into the attack Titan.
I mean,
and then use the Warhammer's powers.
His I feel like his body is just gonna be crystalline.
Yeah, she could form like arrows and a big ass hammer.
Right.
I can't wait to see that. I don't know who gonna use it on.
Man, he gonna fucking. I feel like he gonna take what's his name out of there, Raina.
Yeah, cause Raina, like I said, you know, we saw Peak on the last episode, so Raina might be over there parody like right now. You know, with Peak, and they're about to attack again. Like I assume, I don't know. Peak is over there right now, blending in. I don't know what their plan is. I guess they're going to attack again. They said, "Fuck, wait 6 months. We coming now."
Right. And I feel like that too is also Zeke's plan.
Could be, man. We just see Zeke. God he's the wild card now on the show because we just don't know what his intentions are. I have no idea at this point. Like, what do you want? And we know he has like less than a year left to live.
Right. Ooh, maybe he wants Aaron to eat him. As crazy as it sounds, maybe he wants Aaron to eat him.
I'm saying if he does, he'll have the power to start the rumbling, and he'll be able to use the founding titan as he wants because he'll have royal blood in him. But the way Aaron had it, that nigga looks like he'll start that rumbling now. Goddamn, he don't give a fuck. But yeah, another great episode. I was shocked that Jaeger knew, or I'm shocked that Aaron knows about the blood in the wine. Even the fact that, and like I said, this is why I'm gonna stop guessing on the show, man, because they showed what Zeke did back in season 2, bro.
Yeah, explain this. Explain that.
Okay. In this episode, when they showed Zeke with the gas, which I didn't even know he could do. He put his spinal fluid in gas, and he'll use it. Okay, back in season 2, when the beast time first showed up, before we even knew it was a guy named Zeke in that thing.
Yeah.
Those titans that showed up when he showed up were within the walls, and what was always confusing was the fact that should have never happened. There never should have been titans within the walls, because no walls had no holes in them. They weren't busted or nothing.
Right.
So I always assumed he did that. I just didn't know how. So
but now you know how.
Episode years later in this final season, they finally showed how he did that. I didn't even know. Like, he came over there with other Marleyan soldiers with the gas mask on. I was assuming he always came over there by himself. So that flipped my head right there. I said, oh, he came over there with Marleyan soldiers. They turned the gas on to the village. He screamed and woke all of them up. Even Pete was already over there.
Damn.
Like, yeah. So way back in season 2, when the Beast started walking around by himself, we didn't know, of course back then we didn't know shit. We didn't know where he came from. We didn't know if the person who was in there, how he activated these Titans. The Titans will walk around at night, and Titans ain't supposed to be able to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So wait. So what gave him the ability to walk around at night?
He did.
How? Because
he has that power of the coordinate. Like Zeke can control Titans, but only the ones the one he turns into Titans.
Oh.
That's the difference between what he can do and the Founder. I believe the Founding Titan can control all Titans.
Gotcha.
That's why he wanted. Zeke can only control the people that he screams and turns into a Titan. The Founder didn't do none of that. The Founder didn't turn.
That's still a really dope ass power.
Yeah, it is. But it's also kind of fun though, because either you have to make people drink your spinal fluid, you got to put a gas around the area, make people breathe that in. Somehow you have to get your fluids in another person for you to control. I had to say, I know what I said when I said it. I know what I said when I said it.
No, because he got me thinking. This man could never have children.
I know, right? He can't. Shit, right.
They would come out. They would come out with the ability to become a dumbass Titan.
Oh, for real.
Oh man.
And then he also said too, which Hanji kind of said it was a lie. Zeke told them that when he does that, it paralyzes the person.
Right.
They showed the people laying down.
I feel like maybe that was the only part that was a lie.
That was Hanji said. Because they said the people who have been drinking his wine, they haven't been paralyzed. So maybe he lied about that. I'm pretty sure he lied about that.
Right.
Yeah, if everybody was drinking that wine, they all became paralyzed. They would all know that Zeke had something to do with it. So Zeke lied and was like, if you drink my spinal fluid, you become paralyzed. So they wouldn't think it was him. But yeah, like Honey said, that's probably a lie.
Damn, man. I feel like he's gonna turn all the Eldians into fucking Titans. He's just gonna go around. He's just gonna go around screaming.
Listen, before the show Aaron and the armor fight, when they showed that little preview at the end of this episode, that one scene that stood out to me when they showed Levi like he was like falling slow motion. His face was like surprised.
I saw that too.
I believe Zeke. Yeah, he doing that scream this week.
Oh yeah.
I believe all the people around Levi would turn to Titans, and then he's gonna be shook for a second because he's gonna be like, "What the fuck is happening?
What the hell is going on? Everybody just started turning into Titans. Fuck. I knew he couldn't be trusted." Man.
They're gonna be all his comrades. Right. They're gonna kill them all in force.
And it's gonna make him want to kill the shit out of Aaron. He'll be like, more of my comrades, I gotta kill because of your dumb ass.
Right. That's why I don't trust this man. I don't like Levi. The way Levi acted towards Zeke, I would be the same way. Like Levi was like, I'm not even sure if you're trying to save this island.
Right. I don't know. I'm at the point where I would probably just kill them.
Okay, now think about that, right? If the show didn't have all these, like the show has a lot of rules. Like, if you kill Zeke, right? That power would go to a random alien, and I don't think they want that to happen.
I mean, okay.
Need Zeke to activate the rumble. Which you mean you let somebody eat him?
I mean, if I can't kill him outright, then yeah, I would do that. Either way, that nigga gotta die.
I ain't like that man since the damn first time I saw him. Mr. Beast, I ain't like him.
I didn't like him because he basically ratted out his parents.
Yeah, ratted out his parents. Come on, man.
I knew then. I said, "Oh, motherfucker! Like what?" Right.
Like you could get it to yourself. And then,
that shit.
He throwing on rocks. Like he didn't really Captain Urban did.
Yeah.
Like, he throwing on rocks, kill all those soldiers.
Man.
She just killed a lot of people, bro. A lot. And you trying, no, man, I don't trust, no, hell no. Levi is right when I trust this man.
That shit.
Hell no. But, yeah, like I said, when they show Levi's face and when he was falling, yeah, he probably do that screen this week. And transform all the people in that force in the time. Except Levi, because Levi was not finna drink shit from Marley. Ain't nothing right that wine.
I would have never drunk that shit either. I'd been like, oh, what's this called? Wine. I'm like, I ain't never had that before in my life. And where'd it come from? Marley. Oh, I'm not drinking that, buddy.
I'm definitely not drinking it. You can have it.
I'll take the water off the tap before I drink that shit. Like,
yeah, so.
And what sucks is their science is probably unevolved as well, so they wouldn't have had the foresight to take this shit and like test it and shit like that. Oh, this shit got me thinking, and this is gonna sound really fucked up because now we're reaching like Resident Evil levels of fuckery. If an animal drinks his spinal fluid and he screams, does the animal turn into a Titan? Cause I'm thinking, cause I'm thinking either the animal's gonna turn into a Titan or it's gonna fucking explode. I mean, it's just cause I'm thinking.
Gotta be an alien.
Oh, right. Never mind. Because I'm thinking the fucking animal's gonna drink it and then he's gonna scream and the lightning's gonna strike and.
The show on these rules, like, yeah, it only happens to alien, like only if you're alien.
Only if you're alien.
None of these rules apply to nobody else in the world but aliens.
Damn.
The Titans, yeah. None of that matters to nobody else.
Well, I know them little kids wish they could turn into a fucking Titan and fight their pursuers. Cause I don't know what the fuck them children on the Promised Neverland is gonna damn do. Everything that happened last night just felt like it was too much because everything was fine. Everything was fine until they started getting pursued. I said, you mean to tell me y'all done escaped from this fucking house? It's probably been like an hour And y'all got caught up to that quick. I mean, I get they're demons and they got like demons on all fours, but still.
Yeah.
And I don't trust them two other demons that they with right now. I really don't. I feel like they're gonna try to keep them there so that they can eat them.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? That first episode just, oh no, it didn't feel right to me. I feel like I missed something. Okay,
They probably should have showed that last episode again, like before they showed this episode.
But that's the thing. I remember that season finale from the first season. It just showed them leave. It just escaped the place.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we get to this season. They being chased by that giant fucking thing. to the thing, and then the other thing is chasing them, and it cuts that thing's head off.
Right.
So they're not even on the same side. And then you have the ones that took them and saved them.
Right.
Also look like demons. That's not on their side.
It's like we said, bro. The whole world is full of demons. This is like in my massive theory about anime all having one shared timeline. This is long before Demon Slayer. They're in that forest, bro, before the spider lady shows up.
Yeah.
But I mean, but all honesty though, I have no idea how the fuck I would have gotten past that little thing that was chasing them the first time.
Like, I'm sorry, repeat that.
That thing that was chasing them the first time, I have no idea how I would have gotten past that.
Yeah,
all these kids doing all this running and shit, like.
A lot of kids ain't that damn fast. Nah,
right.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
I was using my logic in my head. I was
right.
Like, them kids are not faster than that damn thing that's chasing them. There's no way they're that fast.
Then they're gonna say they split up into two groups, and took the slower children while the faster children fucking ran ahead. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Huh? I was like, because once they was being chased by them things on all fours, I was like, nah, bro. From what I know, if you're on all four, you're gonna run faster than me.
Hell yeah.
And they could not catch that little boy. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, come on now, show.
Come
on.
They must be now. I see why these children are so damn special. These niggas can run a full flat in like 30 seconds.
Little fast ass kids.
Right. Jeez.
Yeah, but just like you maybe just realized this. It was 3 different sides of demons in that one episode, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I said, wait a minute. I was like, this is too much. And then they showed what's the boy name? Not Norman. The other.
I know who you're talking about, but his name is Ray.
When him and Emma was talking about that little device, they had showed that put up that screen in front of them.
Yeah.
And then
the pen.
I swear they said Norman's name, like he gave it to him.
Yeah, they said that Norman gave it to him.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
When did that happen?
Yeah,
I kind of can't remember that either, but I do remember the name of the book and shit. Like, I know they talked about that book and that person who I guess did escape. So I don't know.
Like it's the show. It's a show. And you know, maybe I'm wrong, but it's the show doing this thing where like, okay, we're following them now.
Yeah.
But the show's gonna do the thing where like it's gonna show us how they got to this point throughout the season. Because if it does that, okay, cool. But I'm telling you, like they had a little device. I was like, how did y'all get that? They never showed that in the first season. And I was like, they said Norman gave it to us. I said Norman. Then why didn't you see him? That man, he went to the fucking demons before they even escaped the orphanage.
Right.
But I always assumed he hadn't died because I remember.
Oh yeah, me too.
To the gates, he went to that room.
Right.
He didn't go to the demons. So I was like, okay, they didn't kill him for some reason. We'll wait till season 2.
Right.
Now season 2 is making it seem like they only talk to this boy. And he gave her advice. So I guess maybe next episode they'll show how they got
What
it.
if they made him a teacher? Or is that only for the women?
That's a good question because I remember that classroom was full of women. But I don't remember who the teacher was a guy. Like, you know, that was always a question in season 1. Like, where's the men in this world? You ever scared to see a grown man?
Yeah, we definitely haven't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you good. The world says a lot of questions to be answered, but that was fine. That would keep the show, you know, intriguing, like Attack on Titan.
Right.
This world has a lot of questions that needs to be answered, but the problem level in season 2. Season 1 was very straightforward and had the questions, but it was straightforward to the point you could follow what was happening with the children. Because even the children didn't know what was happening, so you know you kind of related. Okay, y'all don't know, I don't know. We're gonna all figure this out at the same time. Season 2, episode 1, so far, they've thrown the kids in this whole situation, but as the audience, as I'm watching, I don't understand how y'all got to this situation because you haven't explained it yet. You know what I'm saying? That was season 2, episode 1 did. And again, maybe it's that type of season where they'll show Emma them in this situation, but they'll reveal it later on how they got to the situation. Maybe they'll do that type of season. But I'm like, cause all the demons, like I said, yo, that shit was crazy. Cause I was watching the show, I'm really concentrating. I'm like, yo, there's so much happening right now. Kid, like I said, the kid been chased by this huge demon. The thing head just cut off by another demon that wants the kid. Then another demon shows up, saves the kid. I was like, my nigga, that's 3 different types of demons in one episode.
For a minute there, I thought, for like a close minute, I really thought they were like finna panic for nothing. Cause I was like, man, this is some fucking fireflies. Why are y'all being freaked out by that? Then I see them running, and it mind you, I'm watching this in the dark. And I still can't even make out what the fuck was chasing them. So when I got a really good look at it, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Like a huge ass demon with a whole bunch of eyes.
Demon like a fucking spider.
Yeah. And then the thing with the giant sword just cuts his head off.
Right. No ease.
I was like, okay.
I mean, with the greatest ease.
The kids too. Yeah, with real ease. And then show Ray running from him. That's when I was like, Ray. I was like, God damn, that little kid fast. Cause he has 3 things chasing him, and they cannot catch him.
Right.
And then they show the other demon save him with the hoodies on. I said, what?
I have no
idea. All right.
And we still don't even know why they saved them. I refuse to believe there are good demons in this world. Cause when that lady went I can't think of her name, but when the chick with the green hair was like, why should we follow you? We don't know you. That bitch smiled. You don't smile if you're a good guy trying to save people.
Yeah, she didn't even say why. And then when Emma and Ray walk up in that place, that same chick showed up again, and then Ray asked her, a really good question. He was like, what he said to her? He was like, why did you save us? Or like, you're a demon. That's what he said.
Right.
He said, you're a demon, aren't you? And that's when they showed her feet, I think. And yeah, she's a demon. But then she didn't say nothing to him. He said, she just kind of looked at him. I don't think she smiled or nothing. She just stayed.
And then the big nigga appeared behind them.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, okay. I guess we'll see how that works. See, episode 2.
Right.
Like you said, because I remember you saying that season when you was like, you believe everybody else in the world are demons. Like the world is just full of demons.
Hell yeah. There ain't no safe place.
You're in an orphanage or a fucking teacher. Or a woman that leads an orphanage. But the rest of the world, you're demons. The rest of the world is just fucked. At this point. I don't believe there's a normal society of humans like Attack on Titan. I don't believe there's a normal society of people that's living their lives. Like Attack on Titan revealed. I believe probably Neverland, you're a demon if you're out there in the real world.
Man, that shit.
That's what I believe.
That shit is crazy to me. I think and this is gonna sound super dark, but I feel like all the other children except for maybe the tall kid, the chick with the green hair, Emma and Ray are gonna die. Like they just gonna gobble them up or some shit like that. Cause I hate to, like, I really want to be optimistic, but there is no saving all of them.
Hell no. You said the back in the season 1. They want to save all the kids in that place. No, she saved all of them. All of them didn't get the chance to leave.
Oh yeah, they're mostly because they were too young. Yeah.
Too young, yeah. Too young.
Can you imagine trying to travel with all of them? Sheesh.
I'm sorry, I gotta leave.
Right. Don't be too smart, but don't be too dumb. What? I just would have been like, I still don't know what I would do. Cause you know, if you stay on the farm, you're gonna die. If you try to leave, you're definitely gonna die. Maybe just a little slower.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's why I said that show is another fucked up show. They just with that show, it moved kind of quicker because they escaped the place in the first season.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, but the first episode definitely threw me, but I don't know if I don't know. Let me not speak on this season. That's just the first episode. Cause I don't want to say I didn't enjoy the first episode. It was too much. It was too much, I feel.
Yeah. Far more than what we wanted.
Yeah, I wanted the season to be a whole bunch of like shit happening. We don't know why. You know. You trying to tell me there's demons walking around
Casually.
I expect it in a way. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Cause I thought about it too. I said, I hope none of them catch up to them because I have no clue how they plan to fight them. That is one of those situations.
They just have to run.
Right, that's one of those situations where if you get caught, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, no kid got caught in this episode.
Right.
Luckily.
So.
Luckily. Yeah, it was all fast enough.
Like that just.
I still feel like we're missing something. Like that was a hell of a
Oh yeah.
transition from season 1 to season 2. I thought they were sort of like walking around a little bit in the woods until some bullshit happened.
Man, I still expect it.
I expect the things to get bad. I didn't think it was gonna be all peachy once they get out of this, but they ain't no goddamn giant demon chasing them. That I didn't understand.
That was kind of weird. I look forward to the rest of it. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Anything else you want to talk about that we may have missed?
No, cause there's been no music coming out lately.
Right.
Dry as fuck.
Dry games, dry music. What the movie scene looking like?
The one thing that came out recently had everybody talking about Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think.
You ever watch it?
Nope. I think I think that everybody did not like that Tom and Jerry movie.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much in that movie sucks.
Which is surprising because it's Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Kind of world do we live in where Tom and Jerry doesn't do it?
right, with Tom and Jerry movie sucks.
Like,
Damn, like that's kind of fucked up.
yeah.
But no, Godzilla vs Kong, that was alright. I mean, it wasn't great, but I don't think it was trash.
Really? Did any of my theories about that movie come true? Well, actually, I saw the Screen Rant thing, so I know that something I said in it about that my theory about that movie came true.
Yeah, I kind of hated it. I predicted the ending.
What was the ending?
That they both teamed up to fight another thing.
Oh man, you should have.
I said, damn it, I was right.
You should have known. Did the Mecha Godzilla thing come true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing they had to fight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so.
That is crazy.
But the fights were cool. I mean, my pick was right with Godzilla being the winner.
Oh yeah. Did he ever use that energy blast thing?
The one that's talking about like he nukes the place.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Oh wow.
I knew it was gonna nerf him. Bro, I was like, bro, they're gonna nerf this man because Kong would not be able to survive that blast. And then,
yo, I just watched an NPC on this game hit like a fire hydrant, and he went flying off of his bike and died. Like he hit the pole harder than Battlestar. Oh man.
Still waiting for seats. Never that close.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, game and drive. Movies are alright. I mean, Mortal Kombat's in it. I don't think it'll come out until April 23rd. Movies are okay right now, but I said music and games are dry. It's fuck right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we got really good shows. I want to start watching that show. I want to start watching that show, Snowfall. I've seen a lot of people talk about that show.
Yeah, my one of my coworkers told me about that. I said I should watch that.
I've seen a lot of people talking about it. I think it's on season 4 right now. So I wanna get that show a chance. I need Hulu, but I might start my Hulu.
You say you might stop it?
Started. I don't have Hulu to watch Snowfall. I think it's only on Hulu. Cause it premieres on FX, but FX is on Hulu.
Oh.
So
Interesting.
Hulu, use that free trial. I think they give you a month. Then watch that show.
Interesting. And I think it's about crack.
Yeah, that's what I know. I know it's about the crack epidemic that happened in the 80s. But it's supposed to be like a lot more than that.
Oh. Well, let me know if that first episode hit. Cause lately I've been watching like first episodes of shows that made me want to watch the rest of the series, and I just be like, whoa, Nelly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I hate that we can't continue to play through the Telltale's Batman game, cause that first episode alone.
You told me that shit was like really good. Everybody said that first. Not that, but Telltale's Batman was like one of the good ones.
Man, that shit will have you going, nigga, whoa. So.
That's how Telltale games, that's how they were, bro. When Kimmy comes back to The Walking Dead. Choice I had to make. I still remember that choice I had to choose between cutting with my arm off or not.
Oh man, that. So like that is both hilarious and like tragic at the same time, because I don't know how you thought you could do that in the middle of the crowd and her not scream at all. Even if some, even
that's when I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
even
I did it in a way.
right. I was like, even if you knew that person had a high tolerance for pain, them going it's still gonna make a zombie go, wait a minute, he ain't growling like the rest of us. Get that nigga. That's all you would heard. On the flip side, the longer you wait, you might as well just be like, you know what, y'all can just leave me up against this tree and go on about y'all day. Cause
that's the thing too, though. You know, when they gave us that choice, you know, that zombie head was already like biting her hand, right? Wasn't it biting her hand or her arm?
yes.
Like time had slowed down. You're playing summertime. You seen this woman like hand and arm being bit by a zombie.
Right. And she's screaming then.
And she's already screaming.
Right. So she's already kind of done for.
Yeah, but the gangster gave me that choice whether to cut her arm off or not. And I said, I don't know what I was thinking that moment. Maybe I was like, you know,
man.
I want to think about it.
I don't know. What's the word? Like you're fucked in. You're just fucked in both situations. So I got nothing more to add. Been running for about like an hour and almost 2 hours. Alright, so I'm gonna cut it. 31 of the Dopest podcast. Appreciate you for watching. If you want to have a more in-depth discussion, always feel free to post your comments. We'll read them out loud on the channel. And have a good Sunday. Later.